Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're all having a great day. My name's Kyle. Nice to see you here at my beautiful YouTube channel. Welcome. Basically, I'm going to be doing a couple different things on this channel. One of them is going to be doing a lot of photography related stuff, which a lot of you might like, a lot of you might not like it. And then I'm going to be doing some tutorials. Some of those might be related to photography too, like this one. Some of them may not, might be everyday things, so stick around, see what happens. And number 3, I'm going to be making a little series called 30-second stories, and that is just going to be clips around 30 seconds long, a little bit over, a little bit under maybe sometimes, but telling a little story about literally anything. It could be like the one I made the other day of making a Caesar. It could be going for a walk with my dogs. It could be anything you think of. If you guys have any ideas too, leave down in the comments. We'll get to those and see how we can make those work. Hopefully you enjoy them. But with that being said, let's get into this video, and this is going to be 5 tips that a beginner photographer can take and hopefully use and help them in photography and have more fun with it. Tip number 1. So the first tip is going to be placing stuff across your lens. And basically what I mean by that is you can get a cool little effect and artistic style to your photos if you take kind of the edge of your lens and hold an object. Maybe you could find a rock or a leaf of color on the ground or something, and if you just place it kind of in front of your lens, find the angle that you like it on, maybe try a different corner of your lens and stuff, it can add a cool character and artistic feel to your photos. It adds a lot of depth, and it could add color and cool little bokeh balls, and basically stylizes your photos in a way without having to edit anything in the corners of your photos and stuff. And it also helps with framing your subject a lot. Let's say you have a friend standing in a field and you want to take a photo of them. That photo could look really plain and bland, let's say, and have really nothing in it but the field and your friend. So if you take, let's say, a little dandelion that was sitting in the grass there, pick it, sorry Mother Earth, you killed a dandelion, but find the sweet spot in front of your lens on like the bottom left corner, let's say, and have your friend on the right side of the frame, and that'll really draw your eye directly to the subject of your friend being there, and really just give that kind of artistic cool feel to the left side of it with the blurred out yellow in it, and then it boom punches right into your friend and really adds that artistic feel and style to your photos, like I've said about 72 times now. Try it out, see if you like it. It's one of the things I love to do when I'm out shooting. If I go walk around Toronto, I'll find a rock or a leaf on the ground or something and really throw it in front of my lens and just give that stylized feel. Tip number 2. So tip number 2 is another one of those kind of artistic style tips, and that is reflections. It kind of is self-explanatory. Basically, add reflections into your photos, and you could do that by using water on a pond you find, a little puddle on the street, bring a little mirror with you, grab your phone, take the lens of your camera and put it on top of your phone and find the cool angle you want. Really add those reflections into your photo, and it kind of stylizes your photos rather than having like a plain picture of a pond. You can have that reflection in there, and now you can make it on whatever angle you want and have a really cool, unique kind of photo that really catches people's eyes more. If they're scrolling down Instagram, let's say, it's not just they're gonna see a picture of a pond. Now they have, whoa, what is that? That looks different. That looks cool and unique. You can do it in a bunch of different ways. Like for example, I have this. If I find it, I can't get it. Why is it so hard to get? That was rough. But boom, now I have a mirror. Now I have a reflection. Now if I were gonna take a photo of my ugly self, which one do you want to look at? 2 ugly me's or 1 ugly me? Of course the answer is 2 ugly me's, because the more the merrier, no matter what it is. Do you get the idea? I have this little mirror. I bought it from Dollarama for $2 because Dollarama doesn't sell stuff for $1 anymore. It kind of sucks. But I would put my lens on this, and I've taken some cool pictures of a watch I was shooting with this, and I will show you the watch pictures right now. Boom, boom, and boom. Check them out, pause them if you will, but those, oh, that was close. I almost got 7 years of bad luck. And just a little $2 purchase from Dollarama can really make a lot of cool things happen in your photos. Everyone has a phone nowadays, I feel like, and most of them are smartphones with reflective screens, so take your lens, put it on your phone screen, try it out, see if you like it, get some cool stylized photos, and then we'll move on to tip number 3. Tip number 3. So tip number 3 is one of my personal favorites. I'm not even going to delete that. and that's flashlights. Flashlights can be used for a lot of different things related to night photography, but night photography is a lot of fun. If you haven't tried it, I recommend you do try it. That is personally one of my favorite styles of photography as well. Flashlights can be used for a lot of things, such as causing lens flares in your cameras. Flick it on the edge of your lens like this on a long exposure. It's gonna cause a light trail. So everything that camera saw while the shutter was open, this line of light is gonna be coming through the camera like this. I'll stop blinding you guys now. It'll leave that light in there. Now, one of the fun tricks that you can do with this is taking these little guys, boom, and actually taking little pieces of plastic, like a plastic bag, color on it with this, slap that over the flashlight, and boom, now this flashlight's blue, now it's yellow, now it's pink. You have every color you want. You can do little light trails and designs and draw stuff in your long exposure photos. Spell your name if you want, outline a friend's body with the flashlight, and just do a lot of cool things, a lot of fun stuff with night photography. Please go try it if you haven't already. And that kind of leads me into tip number 4. Tip number 4. So tip number 4 is a makeshift tripod. And basically what I mean by that is, if you're a beginner photographer, which you might be if you're watching this video, you don't want to spend a lot of money on photography if you don't know if it's going to be something you're into sometimes. So try these long exposure photos that I said in tip number 3. Try the light trails, do some cool tricks, but you can't do that without a tripod or without your camera being as still as it can possibly be. If any motion gets in those photos, it's going to cause your whole photo to look blurry and shaky, and you won't see anything. What I did before I bought my own tripod is I made my own tripods when I was out in the field. Find a rock and balance my camera with a little twig underneath it. Find whatever you can use. If you want to use your lens cap, prop it up in front of your lens. That way you can have that kind of even plane of field. I don't know what my hands are doing here, but ignore that. Make your makeshift tripods, try the long exposure photos, see if you like them before you go spend a bunch of money on them. I mean, if you want to go spend a bunch of money on them, do that. But if you want to get a feel for it first, you can do that still. Kind of a little more limited, but have fun with it, try it out. Even if you have a tripod already, and you forget to bring one and you're like, oh, this would be a cool spot for a long exposure photo. Make those makeshift tripods, get your lens cap under your lens, prop it up, balance it, do what you need to do, and have fun with it, because even though you don't have a tripod, doesn't mean you can't do that photo if you just kind of use your creativity and imagination a bit. And that's it for tip number 4. Tip number 5. So tip number 5 is kind of one of those cheesier kind of tips, but it's literally just go shoot. I don't know how many times that I've been sitting at home and like trying to think of something to go shoot. I don't have any ideas. I don't know what I want to shoot. I don't know how I'm gonna shoot it. Honestly, just go do it. Like, I found that all those times that I've been stumped and trying to think of ideas, thinking of what photos I want to take today, what I'm gonna do tomorrow, and I just can't think of anything, the times that I actually just go do it are when I find my best photos. You really don't know what you're gonna find out there until you actually go. Like I said, one of those cheesier kind of tips, but it's honestly one of the most important ones, because if you're not gonna, you can take all the 4 tips I said earlier, but if you're not gonna actually go use them or try them or just get out there and do it, you're never gonna know. I found it helped me a lot, because I struggled the same way with not wanting to go out and shoot because I didn't have any motivation or inspiration or know what I want to shoot. But the times that I just go and I say, screw it, I'm gonna go have fun today and bring my camera and hopefully something happens, are the times that things actually do happen and you find your favorite photos. Some of my favorite photos ever taken were ones that I didn't even know if I was gonna go pick up my camera that day, because I had not one single idea of what I wanted to take. Anyways guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can take at least one tip from it and it can help you with your photography journey. A lot of these things are things I did when I was starting out with photography and still do to this day. They make it a lot more fun and enjoyable for me, so I hope they can do the same for you. But regardless, maybe if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see some of my future content, hit that subscribe button and check them out when they post. If you have any ideas for future videos or the 30-second story series I want to work on, comment them down below and we can get that going too, because I'm going to be posting a lot more in the future. So, nice seeing y'all. I hope y'all have a good day, and that's it for me. Goodbye.